Okay, here we go with challenge mode high. Then you stare at me in your Jesus Christ pose. Arms held out against the coming of the Lord. And you swear to me you don't want to be my slave. But you're staring at me like you need to be saved. Saved. Like I need to be saved. Saved in your Jesus Christ pose. In your Jesus Christ pose. Arms held out in your Jesus Christ pose. Thorns and shroud against the coming of the Lord. And I swear to you I would never bring you pain. But you're staring at me like I'm driving the nails. Nails. Like I'm driving the nails. Nails. Like I'm driving the nails. 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 Like I'm driving the nails. Nails in your Jesus Christ pose. In your Jesus Christ pose. Arms held out in your Jesus Christ pose. Thorns and shroud like it's the coming of the Lord. Would it pain you more to walk on water than to wear this crown of thorns? It wouldn't pain me more to bury you rich or to bury you poor, poor, or to bury you poor, So because we had absolutely no fun in our last match, hi, my name is Gravity Groove, welcome to Not Safe for Work Runeterra. We're going to garbage deck activate here and just play a pile of stuff that I put together based on an old shell of essentially seer and peddler and things to make lots of mushrooms. That song, by the way, was Soundgarden off of Bad Motorfinger. That was Jesus Christ Pose. That's definitely a tune you got to stand to even attempt. And if you attempt it wrong, you can immediately cut your vocal cords. Basically, you cause little slices in the folds as they try to vibrate, and you will taste blood. That's a very hard song to do, so be careful if you attempt it. Today, we are playing a bunch of random garbage. and essentially it pivots around Ballistic Bot and Seer and Puffcat Peddler. These are all cards that want lots of created things or just spells in general to activate them for value. And so we have Death Rays, which have been doing a lot of work because Zoe is 50 to 60% of the meta, and if you don't have an answer to turn 1 Zoe, you can often just lose. Thermal Beam and Death Ray both serve this purpose. Also, Death Ray uniquely is particularly good at enabling Ezreal. It's 3 triggers on its own, which is pretty cool. Of course, it also activates Ballistic Bot and Puffcat Peddler and Seer. So it's not uncommon to get absurdly large creatures out of Seer if the game goes long because of all the free things you generate with your Ballistic Bot. We've got a lot of one-ofs and fun-ofs here because this is an untested pile of garbage. Like we've got a Elixir of Iron, a Rummage, a couple Ice Veil Archers, a single Flash Freeze, a couple Harsh Winds, a single Sejuani, a single Static Shock, a single Aftershock. This was originally a gotcha, but I felt like Aftershock was just a little more versatile in this position. So it's kind of all over the place. There are definite decks that it's going to struggle against, such as Lee is probably going to struggle, being that its only interaction is Flash Freeze and Harsh Winds. Any creatures that have high toughness that are sort of must-remove threats are going to be problematic for this deck as well. But we're just trying to have a little bit of fun, since we don't really rank up at this game. Chasing Masters is not what I'm about. It's a lot more direct and skill testing in Magic the Gathering to get to Mythic. In this game, it's a little too luck-based for me. Okay, so we have an answer to the turn 1 Teemo. We've got high aggro energy here, so we're going to get rid of everything else. Really wanted one of our many 2-drops. Okay, that's 1. I'll count it. Pretty good opening for our opponent. We do not have a lot of ways to deal with lots of 1 toughness things, other than the single Static Shock, which we mulled away, which perhaps we should not have. And we have pretty mediocre Ice Veil Archer here. Our opponent's deck is likely going to get us dead a lot faster than we can get him dead. Wow. That's pretty ridiculous. We do not have practical answers to deal with an infinity board of elusives on turn 3. Pretty fucking ridiculous. Gosh, this has to be the worst matchup I could have queued into, huh?
If it's a fight they want.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
Bummer. Dude is just mono 1 toughness creatures. This is so fucking weird. Seriously, just mono 1 toughness creatures. What the fuck? Oh my god. What am I supposed to be doing here? I can't damage him fast enough. No idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. We have not drawn well either. We've not drawn any of our Any of our payoffs early?
The party has arrived.
Safety disengaged. I am the future.
Yeah, I guess. So he has...
Can you improve perfection?
What the hell does he have? Scorched Earth? He's got Scorched Earth.
System upgrade. Who's ready to wreck it?
How about no? I'd like to have cast Puff before that, but...
Me too, kiddo. Me too.
We do this, and then we rely on our Troll Chant to handle this.
This is awesome.
He's only got one. So we just make this a 3/5 block. And... this.
There they go.
Inferior design. My life for Avarosa.
Ow.
Can you improve perfection?
Double Thermo is a pretty lousy hand to have right now, but what are you gonna do?
Safety disengaged. Humanity is obsolete. Can you improve perfection? Rise, metal brethren. Destiny awaits.
So we can trade one of these for the Puffcat Peddler, which is fine. Oh wow. I did not expect that. Super did not expect that.
Safety disengaged.
The sun's out, the crowd's ready. Let's
Reporting in.
Okay.
We did it together.
Somehow. I suppose if we would have got one of our Death Rays, that whole match would have been a lot easier. This isn't a terrible start. Getting a 2-drop would be great, but I mean, we have a Thermo to answer an early Elise. Be a little wasteful, but well, no, I guess if he plays it on turn 2, it'll be perfect. Is he tanking or not here?
There's nothing to fear.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
So it's a fearsome deck. That's a bummer.
So young.
Probably don't do very good into a fearsome deck.
Explosives primed. In position.
Would a mushroom help? Time for
I think because he's a fearsome deck, we're just gonna fish for the Mystic Shot. I mean, he could have like Noxian Fervor, but then he'd have to sack his critter for it, so that's not that bad. If he has an elusive creature, that would suck.
watch and learn. Nailed it. Charge! There they go.
We could Harsh Winds this turn if we want. Or we just Ballistic Bot, block the 2/1, block the 3/2, Mystic Shot the other 3/2.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now.
Wow.
Fact, I am superior life form.
It's profoundly ridiculous. All of our blocks are bad.
I'm a peddler, not a meddler.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't think we can win. That was just too good a turn for him.
I know you're thinking.
That was too good a
stuff,
turn
but could
for
you
him.
maybe
We can't win.
Speed things up a little. Firing.
Just too good a turn for him.
Prime and ready.
Here beyond.
Can you improve perfection? Join me if you want to live.
Yeah. That's not a winnable matchup. I'm just going to X out of that one if I run into it again. We haven't found our Death Rays. 2 whole games, and they would have been great in both matchups. Death Rays would have helped a lot there. So would the Static Shock. Maybe we're just drawn that poorly. I mean, with the Death Rays, we would have some options to deal with low drops like that, but we can't find them. Maybe we need to put the third in the deck. Okay, we have answers to Teemo 1 and 2, which the last of our games against Teemo opponents in the last hour and a half have been Teemo, we killed Teemo, they cast another Teemo immediately, like first 7 cards. It's kind of bonkers.
We see through all.
So we does not have Thermo Beam. Just confirming that there. No Thermo Beam.
Another day in the field.
Aftershock. Yeah.
Back to our perch.
Humanity is obsolete.
Wow. He has everything.
You to go.
Pretty good hand.
I am the future.
Dude had it all.
I'm ready.
It's a good hit.
Never lost a fair game. Played eyes open.
Who goes there? This would be a good winter.
Safety disengaged.
An auspicious season.
System upgrade.
I thought you'd never ask.
Thermal. Like, get excited and
I'm
something?
always up for a round or two.
Stun. Sure.
All that glitters.
Evolve or die. Can you improve perfection?
This would be a good winter.
Prime and ready.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
Hey, Mom, still like a yodel in uniform.
Safety disengaged. A ticket to the gun show.
They grow up so fast.
Uh-huh.
Can you improve perfection?
I think I'm happy to trade my Ballistabot for his Peddler. We've already got a lot of value out of it. Don't tell me he can actually level this. You're fucking shitting me. Okay.
Now this game's heating up.
Oh, take your time, pal. It's not like I've got better things to do. Would a mushroom help? Gotcha.
Blessed by snow and stars.
is on the run.
Not yet.
By snow and stars. This would be a good winter. An auspicious season.
Come on your musical journey.
So lucky. Incredible that we faced this same deck twice today, though. A smooth soloist deck. Is this like a turbo mill? Is that what this is supposed to be? Sure, who cares? Let's see if we can kill him in the open attack.
Blessed by snow and stars.
Minding details is my duty.
Did not expect that. Oh, for fuck's sake!
All I need.
His entire deck is going to cost 0 now?
Ooh,
Yeah, his entire deck is going to cost 0 now. Fucking great.
prepared for anything.
Fantastic. What a complete fucking pile of shit.
I'll recite your rights.
This would be a good winter.
Scoundrel! See me!
Push on without me.
Blessed by snow.
They don't know what they're up against.
So now we potentially got lethal in hand. Uh-huh.
Firing.
Bye-bye. Not you good people watching. That guy. Okay. 2 smooth soloist decks today. 3 actually, I think. Huh. So weird. Okay, here's our primary misery maker here. Matchup that is agony. I guess we'll mull 3 things to try to dig for a turn 1 Zoe answer. We got 5 cards in the deck, we didn't hit 1.
Trickster never loses
Yeah,
because
nothing we can do.
Once I stamp papers, now faces.
So this game's over already. It's going to take 10 minutes for you to see that, but it's definitely over already. Zoe ended up just being too broken a card.
Who goes there?
And because we're not a deck with haste, he can just do this and not have to worry about any responses.
Prove perfection. Rise, metal brethren.
He does try to develop, we can punish, but he probably won't try to develop.
Meditation
Surprising.
requires concentration.
Again, we have none of our deal ones. And that's why we're going to lose this game. It'll still be a +2. Yeah, we're fucked no matter what we do.
Winter take you.
Doesn't really matter.
Oh, floaty crystals. My life forever.
Fucked no matter what we do. Deciding if he wants to pale. I just don't want to play this. I just don't want to play against that deck, ever. Can't kill Zoe on turn 1. Just concede. It's not worth the frustration. Just not worth the frustration. That's a throwback. Don't actually know how we do against this. They don't have a lot of... Well, I guess they have the octopus. Not a good hand.
I'm not afraid. This is a wee bit late.
I still don't think we can win, but at least that was good.
Witness perfection, meatbags. Safety disengaged.
Seems like all the decks we're facing would be like a good deck to face with Go Hard. Impressively.
Prime and ready.
So we can't attack because pale.
Fire till nothing moves.
Obviously.
Can you improve perfection? I've been propagating quite the appetite. Safety disengaged. Join me if you want to live. I do enjoy prospecting.
So again, screaming pale.
So ordinary.
Yep. I guess.
An auspicious season.
Prime and ready. Appetizers of plenty. Destiny awaits.
We have to use a ton of resources to kill this Tom. If he goes for anything. If he has a pale or a the hell is that thing that gives O2? We've got the last shot. This works too.
This would be a good winter.
We need to find one of our critters because one of them is going to be very, very buff.
Safety disengaged.
Definitely not what we wanted.
System upgrade. Rise, metal brethren.
Stars fall.
For silver I talk, for gold I live.
Yeah.
Be at peace. Live with purpose.
Hit the fall. Prime and ready.
Like, I mean, how can you have not seen that coming?
Blessed by snow and stars.
If we don't draw a creature soon, though, we're going to be dead anyway. I think we have 26 creatures.
Can you improve perfection?
Yeah, we're getting hosed here. We're getting the bad side of RNG once again. We've dealt with 2 of their primary cards. It tapped our resources down really, really low. And we desperately need a creature. It's going to be like +10/+10, but can't find anything.
System upgrade.
It's a big Ezreal. You can beat it with a Tom and a Hush.
Our mountain bros are full of dangers, but I know them all.
They don't know what they're up against. I thought you'd never ask.
See what he feels about Mega Ezreal. It is pretty silly. I will fully admit that Mega Ezreal is pretty fucking silly. I don't think this deck has any stuns.
To heal and protect.
I'll
Okay.
leave that first part to you, Soraka.
Why would you do this?
Oh, I hear them.
Take heart. Your possibilities.
Okay, I guess just for the draw?
Inferior design.
No sweat. I know you're thinking and stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a little?
Suspicious sea.
Okay.
For life.
Okay, I'll take it. So we won more with our garbage deck activate than any of our previous decks we played. Whatever, man. I don't understand it. I'll take it. My name is Gravity Groove. This has been Not Safe for Work Runeterra. Thanks so much for hanging out. If you have enjoyed today's games, please consider liking, subscribing, saying hello. You don't have to click the bell. I don't give a shit. I might be actually streaming on YouTube someday. Currently, I'm not streaming on any platform. I just try to make weekly and daily content, probably 5 days a week. to put up on the tube. And if you want to support me, feel free to check out my book or my Patreon, and maybe I'll be the first one. Who cares? But I'm not holding my breath. Thanks so much for hanging out, though. Your time is valuable, and it's cool you decided to spend a little bit of it here with me. And I hope we see you next time. Boom. Later.